is the Lotus of go-karts. There,
yeah,
there,
all over
there, and there, like 4 corners.
I failed to mention that this just completely rattles your teeth out. What's up, everybody? Today on Cars and Cameras, we're going to be turbocharging our 10 horsepower Temu diesel engine we have on this bolt-together go-kart from Go Power Sports and Build, Break, Repeat. The performance of this engine absolutely blew us away on this super solid go-kart in the last episode. It almost landed itself on the top 10 around the Cars and Cameras leaderboard. We're going to see if we can't make it go even quicker with a little bit of positive manifold pressure. Here we have a $115 eBay turbo. We've used this before a few times. This one's clockable, which is really, really nice for lining up where we want our inlet and outlet to be. And we have some very nice stainless steel tubing we're going to be using. So I went online and bought some pre-bent stainless steel pieces we're going to use for our charge pipe and our exhaust manifold. And I had some stainless steel flanges cut out as well, CNC for the engine. So it should be a really nice setup. We got a TIG welder recently, so we're going to be practicing some TIG. We're going to be building a turbo manifold, doing some regearing, and some myth busting. So we're going to mount our turbo right about here. Have a really short distance to the exhaust port and a pretty big charge pipe. Don't worry about the water bottle. We're going to get to that later. But we're going to start things off by draining the engine oil, getting the break-in oil out, getting some fresh stuff in, and then working on our oiling for the turbo. So I watched a YouTube video, and apparently there's like some kind of oil filter screen in there. So I'm going to unbolt that just to get a good look at it. This thing was like finger tight. Looks like it's got 5,000 miles on it already. Diesel stuff. Diesel stuff. We're also going to be probably messing with the shims under the fuel injector here, but after we boost it. We want to change one thing at a time. It was rolling a lot of coal, NA, so we think it can handle, like, it has a good amount of fuel for the boost, and then we're going to mess with that and see what all we can do with it. There is a screen. And look how much debris it's caught. That's pretty cool. Wow, look at all that stuff, yeah. So it's like your oil filter. It's pretty nifty. All right, gonna pop this back in. Got some fresh oil in it. So we're pretty sure this is going to be an oil pressure line. We're not 100% sure, so we're going to pop that out, put a fitting in there, and see if it starts geysering after we fill it up with oil. It looks okay. Just thread sealing. So we're just going to get a line hooked up to that and see if it shoots out. Alright, welding a thin thing to a thick thing is really hard. But we're almost done with this part. So we have our oil line run. It looks good. We're still not even sure if this is an oil pressure line. So what we're going to do to test it is actually weld our exhaust pipe on, and then we're just going to fire the engine up with a bucket underneath it. Actually, it might just oil the chain. Drove to the beach last weekend and it just did an absolute number on the chain. Didn't even get it out of the back of the truck. It's just so rusty, so much salt in the air. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack weld this on and we can fire it up and see if we have oil pressure. Cover it. Cover it. So we'll just pop this off so I can weld all the way around it, get it back on, and fire it up. work. That'll work for now. Zach, whenever you're ready, fire it up, dog. I'm gonna operate the throttle. Ready? Yep. Heck yeah, boys. I didn't want to run it low on oil because we had no return, but yeah, that pumps oil. It's a lot of oil flow. Rolling coal, and I even heard some turbo noises, so that's going to be really, really cool. I definitely felt some airflow too, so probably going to be making 5-6 pounds on this thing. All right, so we can get this thing plumbed up into there, get our charge pipe installed, and it'll be time for a test drive.
All I gotta say, guys, is I believe y'all have outdone yourselves on this one.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, and the charge pipe, it's so big.
It is.
Did you explain to the audience why it's so big?
We did it for plenum volume. So with a single cylinder turbocharged engine, you want a lot of intake plenum size. It helps kind of reduce the.
Well, it's all right. I can listen to this.
Helps reduce the amount of like pulses that go into the engine that can like interrupt your boost when the valves are opening and closing, basically. This is the last piece of the puzzle. The charge pipe. We're gonna fire it up, take it for a spin, figure out what the boost leak situation is. See how it does, and then we can start playing with the fuel, and then finally the gearing, so we can figure out if it's actually faster boosted or NA. Just for testing purposes, we have a boost pressure gauge here. So, Ike, or whoever's riding, can look down and figure out if we have manifold pressure. And he just informed me that diesels don't actually make volume, they don't make vacuum when they're boosted, which I don't understand. So I know what I'm going to be doing in the bathroom later today.
Okay, can we explain it to you?
Sure.
Okay, you know how a carburetor has that flap?
Yes.
When the flap is shut, you got vacuum because the engine running pulls vacuum.
Yeah.
On a diesel, there's no flap on this one.
Yeah.
The engine running, the intake is basically straight through.
Right.
The engine running, the RPMs, is all controlled by the amount of fuel that is added to the engine.
Yes.
So, no flap, no vacuum.
No flap, no vacuum.
Yeah.
Such advanced technology. It's only 150 years old.
Ooh, are we going to even see that gauge?
I don't know.
I'm going to sit on it and see what I think. Just for testing purposes. Hold on.
But I'm so close.
You're so close, but
You got it.
I'd have to do this to look at it.
You got it.
Just messed up your, sorry.
Just hold it down. Where's it tied to your wrist?
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, we got 5 pounds of boost.
Where's my snips?
You got 10 pounds of boost. Am I sitting on it?
So in case you missed the first episode with the diesel Bolt go-kart, it was awesome. We unboxed and painted and built this new go-kart from Build, Break, Repeat and Go Power Sports. It's entirely bolt together. You don't have to drill anything. You don't have to weld anything. Everything comes in the kit with a 98cc engine. We tested it, had a lot of fun on it. We're going to be doing some more durability testing on the Bolt Together go-kart with the diesel, now that it's boosted, to, I don't know, see if we can break it.
Break the engine or the cart?
Anything. That's
Bones.
not the rider.
Bones.
Yeah.
Breaking bones. Dude, I am absolutely in love with this cart. And I wasn't too sure about the colors. on the cart, but you know, it really turned out cool. We painted it different colors just to kind of show the bolt together.
Like the Harlequin Volkswagen.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's based off of. Really cool.
Yep, so it handles like a rock. It is really fast around the leaderboard, and you would never know it was bolted together. So we're going to link it down in the video description if you want to check one out for yourself. Highly recommend it. Now let's get you testing.
It handles better than a rock.
I'm going to say this is regular go-kart.
This is the Lotus of go-karts.
Even though it's heavy.
Even though it's heavy, it's the Lotus of go-karts.
You ready, buddy?
Dude, I am so ready for this.
Heck yeah. Don't send her too hard.
Okay.
Fire in the hole.
All right. Oh yeah, I think I see a little bit of boost there. What it was. Okay, oh yeah, definitely got boost. That's cool. That looks so cool. This is good. This is good, dude. I'm only seeing like 2 or 3 pounds of boost.
2 or 3 pounds.
Yeah. According to this gauge.
Is it bouncing about around a ton like every single cylinder does? It's steady?
It's steady as a rock.
Okay.
Could have something to do with that humongous plenum you got.
Yeah. Could have something to do with maybe boost leaks. We need to check it.
Yeah, we can check it. We have that pressure gauge. We can probably, what's wrong?
No, just look at all our nice stainless steel.
Is it hot?
Our intake is a little warm, yeah. I didn't even use high temp silicone there, so that might be part of the issue.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Dude, this thing is so cool.
Yeah, it is. I think I need to stretch the legs on it. You know, we probably ought to do a hot lap just to see if it's any faster than what it was.
Okay. That'll work. A lot of smoke, rolling coal, baby. Only making 2 or 3 pounds of boost, so we might have leaks, we might have restrictions. Gotta check it out. What kind of timing is that? Okay, so a chunk of chain.
Yeah.
Your lap time was a little bit slower, so I'd say it's not making any more power.
But I lost the chain.
Yeah, but even accounting for that, it was a little bit slower.
Really?
Yeah, probably a half second to a second slower.
I mean, it could have been because that was just my second lap.
Maybe. I think we should go ahead and pressurize it and check it for leaks.
Okay.
You know, and then maybe give it another shot.
All right, sounds good.
So we made a discovery as to why we might only be making 2 or 3 pounds of boost, and come check out our gasket that goes from our I guess our charge pipe flange to our actual intake. You can just kind of wiggle it. So we definitely have a big old boost leak right there. And I think all this hardware is tight, Ike. Yeah, I mean, it just, the stainless, this is the first one I did, and I was still figuring out the whole stainless warping thing.
All right, so let's add
Throw it on the belt sander.
double gasket it.
Double gasket.
Yeah, and maybe some silicone.
Yeah, or we can just put it on the belt sander, try to flatten it out a little bit.
Could do that.
Let's try that first, because we're gonna have to make a gasket.
Right.
The amount of effort involved. We might as well.
I'm gonna try to figure out why the chain popped off.
Here you go, sir. Check it out. This was the one we tried really, really hard to keep cool and not warped.
I mean, it's pretty good.
And
But I'm gonna put it on the belt sander and see if I can make it even better.
Nice and flat. Yeah. Do we want to look at some of these other flanges?
Some of that weld right there, it looks like it might be leaking there.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and hit that again.
It's got some really, yeah. There's some definite warpage there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see with the camera, but
basically you're looking for what's sanded versus what's not sanded. Like, for example, that's sanded, but that's not really sanded.
so we have a leak there,
Yeah.
there,
All over
there, and there, like 4 corners.
Only all the
But-
corners.
But touching it up with a flat belt sander is going to clean it up real nice, and that gasket's going to seal it up.
Super
just
flat.
perfect.
Yep.
So we got a nice flat surface now. I need to clean up the metal and abrasive out of here, and this one's going to be ready to bolt up and hold some boost. Oh yeah, like there we go. Yeah, we got a pretty good leak, right?
Oh, yeah, right there where I didn't
Right
weld
there.
it.
Yeah.
I was hoping magic would have taken care of it. TIG welding for beginners. The only way to learn is to do it.
All right. So that's only just a few spots. I don't think that's going to cause near the amount of loss as this flange.
Yeah, right there.
So hopefully we're going to see, get this sealed up. Hopefully we're going to see like 6 to 8 PSI.
I would love 6
I would love that. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Hopeful.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna get the
we're
welding.
going to weld that. All right. Like what you see?
Yeah.
Oh.
Forgot to clean it.
Oh.
But probably gonna hold.
Okay. I got this this flange going back on. I threw some silicone on with the gasket, and I think it's going to turn out just fine. I'm getting squish out in all the right places. Yeah, that one's good. Let me turn it. No, I can already tell all that's good. Oh, beautiful. Let's turn it over. good.
Sweet.
Good. All right, we can reinstall it.
So our boost gauge goes in right to our radiator hose.
So our boost leaks in the charge pipe should be taken care of, and on our intake flange, let's see if it makes more than 2 pounds.
I hope so.
Contact.
Yep.
There's a lot of smoke.
Think of 5 pounds, I think. That's boost.
Yeah.
You ready? Yeah. On your mark. Get set. Please be faster. Oh, you can hear the turbo like whirring
Winding
down.
down, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, I had a big old rock hit me in my elbow.
Uh-oh. Owie. It got you.
They got me. Big old rock got chunked up from the tire.
Glad you're okay. These tires are sweet.
So how was that time? Let's look. All right, so I'm still wearing my helmet.
Yeah,
that's all right. I'll keep wearing it. So it was just over a second slower.
It was a second slower.
Well, I have a theory. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but you know, we'll see what the audience says. The humidity is a lot higher because it's been raining off and on today. It's really sticky and heavy out there and moisture. I feel like that could affect the time on our diesel cart.
Yep.
Possibly. Also, the grass is a little bit slicker, and I'm doing a little bit more sliding than I was on the last run. So, if there are any improvements with this turbo, it might not be a whole lot, but
Sure sounds cool.
it does sound cool. But we have a fuel injector right here, and we've looked online, we've looked into it, and people are saying that if you remove one of the shims on this injector to get it closer to the camshaft, or whatever camshaft, it'll actually make it faster. So we're gonna just take a gamble, and we're gonna remove one of these 3 shims and see if it improves our time at all.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah, it could cause it to smoke more, it could cause it to smoke less.
Yeah, I've seen it'll smoke more, it'll smoke less. So it doesn't seem like this is fuel amount, it's fuel timing. So
we
we might learn something.
yeah. So we're not getting any real straight answers, so we're just
Figuring out for ourselves.
exactly. So we got the fuel line on it too. I'm hoping that the fuel line can stay on, although it's like really short. I think we might have to shut the fuel off and disconnect the line. There's our little injector right there. And we're just going to remove a shim. So they say that just removing one shim makes a huge difference. So all it is a copper, basically gasket. It's shaped like a bell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So that's what we got. Now I'm going to install the injector back, and we're going to hope that
It gets faster.
yeah, hope it gets faster, and hope that throttle gets lined up, or well, you know, the
Injector thing.
all right, see, it didn't go in, so it's not working. So I've got it misaligned. You have to be really careful on installation, because I think if you don't put this together right, you'll probably have a runaway diesel. What did they
Sounds
say?
fast.
Huh?
I don't know what he said, but it sounds fast.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna drop this in. What I did was I put the lever halfway down. And it does indeed go backwards and forwards. So let's start tightening this up and make sure everything's good. So we're getting two stories. I'm getting one story where all it is increasing the timing, and you just got one where it says it increases the delivery as well. We're gonna find out. If it smokes more, it increases the delivery. If it smokes more. If it doesn't smoke anymore, I think all it did was do the timing. All right, injector's back installed. Throttle's feeling good. I'm pretty sure we are going to have to bleed the injector. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin this thing over, crack the line up top at the injector itself, and once that starts spitting out fuel, we should be good to go.
Ready?
Oh yeah. So I remember last time we had to press on the throttle for it to do anything. So to bleed the injector, you loosen this line going to the injector, and you have to give it some throttle while spinning it over. Once it starts spitting out fuel here, you lock it down and it should crank up at that point. All right, dude, whenever you're ready.
Just remember, if we do have a runaway, horsepower is how fast you hit the tree. Torque is how far you take the tree with you. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Contact.
Yep.
Sorry.
All right.
Shoot you. Things any faster?
I don't know. That kind of looks like it. didn't like a faster takeoff. This is me, or he hit the berm and kind of picked the front wheels up for a minute. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Yeah, he's still slower, but man, he's got style. What do you think?
I don't think I can get much faster than that. Let's check the boost real quick.
All right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So it slowed down.
I don't know.
Alright, so we probably need to put the gym back in.
Alright. How does it feel to you?
How's it feel?
Yeah.
I thought it felt like it pulled harder, but
It looks like it's taking off faster.
yeah, but it's slow.
Yeah. Go ahead and shut her down. Again, we still can't seem to replicate our lap time from the other day, but dude, it looks like it's taking off faster.
I thought it did,
Yeah.
but that's weird. So I guess maybe the only thing we can do is maybe change the gearing next.
Yep. Which is gonna kill the takeoff, but maybe it'll make up for it all the other way around the track.
Yeah,
It is so cool.
it is.
We gotta shoot some WD-40 on that turbo before it gets cooled off.
Also, it'll change color.
Yeah, so it'll kind of get nice and
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get it in and do some more work to it.
it's so darn cool.
So everything we do to it gets slower.
Yeah, we were gonna phrase it differently than that, but
Oh,
kind of a
let's not
gist.
sugarcoat it, buddy. Everything we're doing is slowing it down.
I guess we should put the 98 back on it.
Oh, it smells good.
That's why we did the out of the shop. Might as well do the whole pipe.
That pipe doesn't look like it's getting real hot.
Yeah.
That turbo is.
Oh yeah.
And that helps keep the color and
Yeah.
keep it from rusting.
Kind of like it's oil impregnated.
Nice. Okay.
Sweet. Smoking.
Yeah. Well, we're getting like turbo noises, not a lot. Getting a little bit.
How many pounds of boost?
I was seeing on the pulses like 5.
Okay.
And when the governor kicks in, it almost drops to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I only see boost under a good acceleration,
Under good load.
under good load,
Makes sense.
and then all of a sudden it's like 5, and then it goes to like 0.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So because we thought the weather and humidity might be affecting lap times, we just eliminated the charge pipe, put the factory air filter back on it to simulate kind of what it's going to run NA. If the weather is really significantly affecting performance, we're going to see a much slower lap time with this NA setup than we did the other day.
Yeah.
So let's just see what happens.
I'm thinking it's going to be slower.
I think it's going to be slower too.
Yeah.
There's no way it's making 6 pounds of boost, 5-6 pounds of boost, and it's like slower than NA.
4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5.
4 or 5 minutes.
So I guess we've got like a crazy weather correction? Let's run the lap. I guess that's true. I don't know, maybe Ike just like ate a lot last weekend. He said he thought he gained a couple pounds. Sorry, buddy, I love you.
Slow. Okay, I was all out.
Really?
Camera wasn't rolling, was it? No. That's a shame.
Did you almost die?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. A deer.
Oh, snap.
That's the first time. Deer. And I was talking to the camera too, like it was on.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the takeoff is terrible.
So we got to put the shim back now for conclusive results. Makes no sense.
Dude, it just kind of makes me feel like.
Oh, it makes me feel better.
This kind of proves that the amount of moisture, the humidity in the air being so thick, is actually slowing us down on these runs. What was my time on this one?
This was a 103.
No way.
103.16, so we are 6.03 seconds behind this thing's fastest NA.
Okay, so I kind of feel like the weather has something to do with it.
Yeah, let's just put the shim back and test it one more time, just since we're sciencing.
Okay, sounds good.
Woo! So the fastest yet today has been boosted all the shims, and it was like 5 seconds faster than what he just ran NA. So yeah, it's making power. So we are really happy with the performance of Turbo. Now that we know the weather is really affecting our lap times, we are about 5 seconds ahead with the Turbo versus naturally aspirated, which is...
That's pretty good.
It's like a 10% lap time improvement. That's significant. So we're gonna get the charge pipe reinstalled, and we're gonna try to beat that original 57:13 lap time, just to get a little bit more out of it by going with a slightly taller rear gear for a little bit more top speed. Now, it's gonna kill our already really bad hole shot, but we're hoping that the straightaway speed is gonna make up for it.
There we go. Off with the old, on with the new. So this is I believe a 42, and the other one is on
36.
the table or something.
You did a little bit of TIG welding on the Ducati years ago, and
Awful.
I think we didn't even film it.
It was terrible.
But this should be a good thing for you to learn on, man.
Yep.
Pretty good? Gorgeous, man. No filler rod required on this one.
Nope.
Think the heat is good or what? I mean, it looks pretty good to me.
It's good. I mean, I'm not a TIG expert.
I guess we don't know what we're looking
I ain't
at.
gonna lie, this is like the best TIG I've ever seen. For me. I've got like one spot
Looks really good, man.
right there.
You gonna hit it again?
Nah, I don't think it's necessary.
Okay. A little toasty.
Yeah. And if I think that's enough to hold.
Absolutely.
If you wanted to get even sexier, you go to the other side and you do the other side. But I think that's okay. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it looks awesome, man.
Thank you. All right, off with the old and on with the new.
It's about a 12% change in gear ratio.
It's a pretty good change, dude.
So it'll probably take us from 32.9 to 36 or
So-
37.
This thing's going to be really fast on the top end, but I'm a little afraid of the takeoff on it.
Maybe we need to give it a running start.
Well, that would make it a lot faster.
Give it a, oh, dude, maybe team start. You push, I drive.
Okay. Cool deal. Let's see if the chain will work. Of course, it's all. You got to lube this chain up. I think it'll work. It'll be just a tad bit sloppy, but I think it'll be okay.
Send it, baby.
Yeah.
Anything's a hammer if you use your imagination.
All right.
That'll work.
So I'm going to rotate it and see what we got.
Yep.
It needs to come my way, just a little bit. All right. It needs to go your way a little bit. Oh.
Dude, this chain
My
is
way a
really
little bit.
bad.
We'll lube it.
It's
my way.
horrible.
Touch.
Okay.
All right. Just a touch more. Oh. I'm gonna call it right there.
So, tighten down the set screws. Yeah, we need to lube this chain because, like,
I'll lube it. Yeah.
beach made it bad.
Yeah. We'll get some lube on it.
Wheels going back on.
I'm getting excited. I want to see what this thing will do.
I mean, I'm a little hopeful.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be.
The only thing I'm worried about is when we put the chain on, it's a little on the loose side, so it might throw the chain. I got too lazy to shim up the engine to tighten up the chain. But you know,
Well, you know, in dirt bikes,
a loose
that would be
chain
a
is
tight, that would be a tight chain if it was a dirt
Yeah.
bike or a racing car.
a loose chain is a happy chain.
And this is a racing car.
Absolutely.
All right,
So we're there.
ready to rock.
That's a pretty big gear change, man.
10%, 12%.
Yeah.
Look at the turbo, the WD-40 on the turbo. Looks real nice. It's getting seasoned. So we're going to send Ike out, get it nice and hot, coat it again, see if it goes faster.
Yeah. Yeah. Big gear difference.
You can hear it. It's not turning as many RPM around these corners. I don't think he ran out of RPM. We might have overshot it.
It's honestly probably all in the takeoff.
Okay. All right.
Messed up.
On your mark. Get set. Spinning tires.
Oh, that's a mess up. I didn't carry this.
That was quick. I don't want to say it. We need to go put the time up on the board. It was quick. I failed to mention that this just completely rattles your teeth out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. If any bolts are going to come loose, this will do it. And I mean, it's just fine. Yeah. It didn't feel that fast, but it looks so fast. Good? Yeah. Ready? Yeah. On your mark. Yeah, buddy. Oh, this thing is fast. Holy cow. Once that clutch engages, it starts to pull, and that's where the turbo comes in. When the clutch is engaged, you can feel that turbo kind of starting to pull. I didn't think the turbo was going to work as good as it does on that diesel. It works pretty decent. What did we shave, like 3 seconds off at least, or was it 5? Anyhow, I can't remember. It was a bunch. Adding the turbo. My guess, hearing where he's at right now, I'm guessing that this thing's going to come across this line at 56 seconds. Oh, brakes are doing nothing. I was 1 second off. That does look pretty good, dude. Oh, I don't know if you can get anything on it right now.
I don't think this go-kart deserves this engine. Like, this poor little go-kart was...
What do you mean it doesn't deserve it? I think it deserves it. It loves it.
It kind of does.
It loves that engine.
I love it. It
We-
shouldn't.
We do have a slight oil leak on the back. Our inspection window for the injector, well, it looks like it's leaking. We probably didn't put it back in the exact place it was. Yeah, it's all good. That looks awesome. Dude, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this thing right now with the turbo, which helps under load, only under load. So
You can feel it.
you can feel it.
Yeah.
When with the gearing, the old gearing, we were coming up to governor
Yeah.
pretty quick, and that's where the turbo was like, all right, that's it.
It's not making boost.
It's not
when on
making
the governor.
boost.
Yeah.
With that smaller diameter gear on the axle, raising the gear ratio, the engine's under load longer. The turbo has time to build up boost, and it just
It
goes.
freight trains, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like torque,
just
torque,
goes.
torque, torque, torque. It's crazy.
So I'm really ready to see my time. on
All right.
this,
Yeah.
and I'll show you your time.
Sounds good, man.
I think it's pretty decent.
Dude, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Diesel turbo go-kart.
Scared the crap out of me, but it's fun.
It's It's
kind of terrifying.
when that clutch locks in, you start to book.
Dude, yeah.
When you see the rear tires start to spin the dirt,
It's locked in.
it's locked in and you're going.
So the turbo diesel bolt cart, that was a bit of a roller coaster.
I enjoyed it.
We thought we had slowed it down, but turns out the weather or something about the track is like significantly slower.
I think it's the humidity.
Yeah, today NA, we were only able to run like a 102, 103, which is like 5 or 6 seconds slower than what we did the other day. But boosted, I have Ike's time, Ike has my time.
Yes.
Yours was very impressive, considering the conditions.
Yours was impressive too.
Thank you. Let's give it a shot.
All right.
So we're gonna say each digit at the same time. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Five.
So we're both in the 50s.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Seven.
7. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
30.
Ah. All right, my friend. You did a 57.02 on the turbo diesel bolt cart.
All right, you did a 57.37. So I was
Okay.
like 3/10 ahead of you.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
But it went faster than it did before, even with our weird weather today.
Yeah. So we are. Wow, we are up here.
Oh, faster than the Murray Megawatt, right behind the military 4-cylinder go-kart.
I mean, nothing can beat the military go-kart.
I mean, that one might be making a return very soon. Hope you all enjoyed. Be sure you leave a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it today. Let us know in the comments, what else do you want to see with the diesel bolt cart? I know we can do a lot of porting on like the intake and stuff. Gains will probably be minimal because it's already forced induction.
Yeah.
Awesome experiment.
I enjoyed it. I always enjoy taking a go-kart or mini bike out on the track, no matter what it is.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter if it's 3 horsepower or 30.
It's like the best day ever.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So be sure you visit GoPowersports.com. Check out the Build, Break, Repeat Bolt Together Go-Kart or some of the other go-kart kits they have available. The thing is solid as a rock. It handles all that torque, no problem.
The frame hasn't even bowed or anything on it.
Yeah.
It's straight as an arrow. I checked.
Yeah.
I checked and I even went through some more bolts. Everything's tight.
Yeah, I will say, if you're going to do big power, probably want to upgrade from the drum brake because I did have brake fade halfway through the track.
Well, that is a 100-pound engine on that thing.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
I think I was only faster because of the weight difference. We changed the gear, and so going up that hill is kind of challenging. You probably weren't able to accelerate as much.
It did not max out going up the hill with me.
Yeah.
It was pulling, but it never maxed out before it hit the brakes.
Yeah. So let us know down in the comments what else you want to see us do with the engine or the setup. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. So we think this is an oil pressure fitting. So we're gonna remove it, put a fitting in there, and if it starts looking like my ankle the other day, we know we're good.